guys. Oh. Morning, Leanne. But you're in support of Kaz. No, I'm not in support of Kaz. Thank you for the sub. I don't even speak to Kaz. Don't know her, don't speak to her, but I'm going to have my opinion on it. Morning, Choo Choo. You have crossed over. No, I haven't crossed over. Listen, I'm not in no group. What do you mean crossed over? Do you mean listen with Miss Red? Listen, I haven't crossed over. I hardly speak to Miss Red. The only person I really speak to is Jay, and that's it. I'm not in no group. I'm not in no clique. I don't speak to Mama Kaz, but I will have my opinion, you know. And I'll always I have an unbiased opinion. Look on. I'm not in the group. No, the only person I speak to is Jay. I don't speak to Miss Red. I don't speak to Luke. You know, and if I did, so what? Doesn't mean I'm in the group. I can speak to people. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Thank you for all the tap. I'm very unbiased. Listen, if it was Jay, I'd have the same opinion. And I speak to him more than I do, you know, Luke, Miss Red, or anyone else. So I'll probably start about 8:45. I have an appointment this afternoon, so I won't be on. So once we have this discussion, I need to go and get in the shower, get dressed, go off to my appointment. So I won't be here on this afternoon. I haven't really slept. You know what appointments are like. Yeah. The FYP, I'm going to do the FYP on a Sunday. I don't do it in the weekday, no. Hopefully, well, I say hopefully Miss Red will be back for the FYP, because I'll tell you what, yes, I know a lot of people don't like her, but I have nothing to watch in the mornings. Sometimes I like to lay in, I like to do my shopping, I like to, you know, clean up, I like to do these things. I have no one to watch at 10. You goddamn selfish, a lot of you. That's all, you know what I mean? Who, you know, forget Remy, she can't do the FYP. You know what I mean? So that's the thing is, and then sometimes I feel like, oh, I have to come on live because, you know, no one's got anyone to watch. So I kind of feel, oh, I should go live. I feel that way. But when Miss Red's on, then I kind of feel, oh, I can't kind of relax and get my stuff done. And I have her on in the background. Red's not on anymore. She will be back. I'm biased, forget her, yes. Oh yes, it's unbiased. With Remy, she is very biased, right? Because she has a dislike for me. She wouldn't let me in the box to have my opinion, even though she's talking about me. I thought it was the FYP. The FYP, at least Miss Red, if you're talking about you, she'll put you in the box. That's the difference between Miss Red and Remy. Remy has a dislike for you, forget getting in that box. Not that it matters. She said to me yesterday, it was actually funny. She said, not to me, she said, I got a screen recording of that she didn't want to cam to, because I had that discussion. She didn't want to cam to me and give me the clout. Are you okay, Remy? You're sitting on 300 viewers. What clout? I gave you the clout, love, from my, you know, when you was always coming on my platform. Yes. Not that Remy, the other Remy, the FYP Remy. Morning, Sammy. But you can call me spare room Angie if you want. Morning, everybody. We're going to put some music on. She'll put the news on. We'll play the BBC theme tune. So anyway, guys, I have watched the Mama Kaz situation. I do have a different opinion. You know, I know you're going to think, oh yeah, here we go again. But I can't help but, or you just have to wait until 8:45. Crying fairy Angie. Oh gosh. Oh, girl, how's it going? Guys, we're starting at about 8:45. Interesting opinion on this one, Angie. Yep. And I watched all the YouTube. I watched Mama Kaz's reply. And can I just all let you know, guys, this lady, Sophie, you know, she's really ill with cancer. We all know that. So, you know, you know, my family have also, you know, been through that, and a few of them are not here anymore due to cancer. So I kind of, you know, I do get that when you're watching somebody, that has cancer, get upset, feel maybe used, manipulated in that way, you know, I do understand. And it, you know, is it pulls on people's heartstrings as well, doesn't it? Right. But I do feel it was just, I thought there was going to be receipts. I thought it was just one person's side of the story. I'm not saying Mama Kaz wasn't like that. Maybe she was a disgusting, horrible friend. Yeah, I get that too, you know. But we have choices, right? We have choices to do something for someone or not to do something for someone. But I will have my opinion soon. I'll be playing some videos as well, guys. So I've screen recorded some of the video. Mama has just deflected. Maybe she has. You know, listen, I'm not disbelieving anybody, to be honest with you. To me, it is just hearsay. I know I did a live last night on hearsay because there's not much evidence on that either. But I did tell people, listen, you know, it has gone back and forth, and you just got to believe what you believe based on no evidence because of accusations being flown left, right, and centre. You're a very smart lady and you make me laugh. How do I make you laugh, Stormy? Alexa, play Olivia Newton-John. Let's get physical. Why we wait? Can someone film me? So anyway, let's play this song. We're gonna get started soon. Alexa, play Olivia Newton-John. Let's get physical. Can you hear that, guys?
I designed her business cards, I ordered her business cards, I made her TikTok shop, I controlled her TikTok shop, all the packaging, I looked for the packaging, I ordered the packaging, I inquired about different beauty items, like things that she wanted to expand on, I planned how her business live streams would run, even down to Dean's business, that he was making this jewellery business. I helped with so much. It would be like, so that can you help with these designs? And I had no problem doing it at the time. Whatever I could do to help, I would. And I never really asked for anything in return because I was just helping a friend out.
Can you hear that?
I did for her, I never had a problem with. And I never threw it back in her face because that's what friends did. She wasn't very good at that kind of stuff. She didn't really work things out very well. And I would just help her from having a business in the past. I just felt like I could do it for her. Yeah. And then it kind of took the piss because I spent so much time on that business and she didn't really care about it. It was like she didn't want to come away from, you know, she would have to stop her benefits. She would have to declare the money, and she didn't want to. And I said, well, Kaz, you know, that's the risk you've got to take when making a business. You can't have the best of both worlds. You can't be getting gifts on TikTok, getting money from the business, and you have benefits. You can't do that. She asked if I can put it in my name and for me to receive the money, and I said, absolutely not. No, that's your problem. You're paying the tax. You're doing all that, not me. So that was that, and just before her business was ready to be launched, I became very unwell and I went into a coma. And it wasn't very long, and apparently she was crying over me on live, and she was speaking to my husband at the time, like he was giving her updates on how I was. And apparently she was distraught. And during that time when I was in the coma, Lydia sort of had to take my place, I guess. She felt that pressure. She felt just a percentage of the pressure that I feel, with in regards to how much Kaz let on her, because she didn't have me around. And Lydia couldn't cope with it. Even when I came back home and I'd recovered, she said, Sophie, I don't know how you do it. She depended on me so much, and the fact that I felt like I was barely even talking to my own child because Kaz needed me so much. And I know that sounds awful, but when you've got somebody who hounds your phone 20 times a day, panicking, I need you, can you please help me do this? I'm about to have a fucking breakdown, help me. You feel like you have to do it. even though your kids are supposed to come first.
Yeah.
But anyway, when I did come out of my coma and I recovered and I got home, and the moment I got home, I called her to let her know, I just got home. She didn't once say, oh, I'm glad you're home. Are you okay? Are you feeling okay? What's the plan now? What's going on? Straight away, when she answered the phone, she went, oh, Sophie, I'm so relieved. Look, I know, I'm sorry, you just come out of a coma. I know you just got home, but can we please talk about my business? I've just been panicking because I can't do it without you, and I've got all this stock and I can't get it out there without you. And I felt like, excuse me, I'm not in a right frame of mind to talk about your business right now. I literally just got home. I was high up my head on painkillers, like. But so that was that. I was like, okay. And again, maybe I don't know. Like, when I look back at it now, I really do feel like, Sophie, what the fuck were you playing at? Like, you would never ever in a million years let anybody walk all over you, let anybody treat you like shit, and you allowed her
Can you hear?
Why? And there were many times in our friendship I did feel hurt, for example, like that moment. But I just can't think about, you know, she really had many people around, and I just continued being there for her. And I loved Kaz. Like, Kaz for me she was family. Even her mum was like my family. I adored them. That was that as time went on, and then, you know, the whole thing with Dean and the whole DB relationship. Kaz relied heavily on me again to be pretty much the mediator in their relationship every day or every other day. Like, their relationship is, or was, you know, I don't know it now, but was the most toxic relationship I've ever heard of. And I was constantly getting calls. I'm gonna fucking myself. Please tell him to come home. If he doesn't come home, I'm gonna SH. Like, and I'm like, hold on a minute, Kat, you need to calm down. She's telling me she's gonna jump off the thing. You know, there was one time we was on FaceTime.
Sorry, let me forward it a bit because it gets. I don't want to. It's because it's a trigger warning.
I'm really unwell myself, and all I can do is worry about her, think about her. And she sort of had the nerve. I found out through one of her mods that had left the toxic mod group, that she turned around and said the reason why me and Lydia aren't mods anymore, because she had to kind of say something, because me and Lydia were like her. It was a shock when me and Lydia left, you know, because they knew we did everything for her. And she turned around and said, apparently I gave her an ultimatum. And I said to her, look, you either choose Dean or you choose. Why would I ever say that? Ever? I mean, I'll go into my reasons as to why I stopped disliking Dean anyway, but why would I ever say that? And two, apparently, because I was too involved in their relationship. And that hurt, because I never wanted to be involved in their relationship.
Right.
She forced me to be involved
I'm going to go to the next one now, guys, because it does go on a little bit more. And then I'm going to play a bit of the Mama Kaz's response.
It's not happened to one mod, not two mods, not three mods, 4 mods. We've got a whole fucking...
Oops, what's happened here?
It's not happened to one... It's not happened to one mod, not 2 mods, not 3 mods, 4 mods. We've got a whole fucking...
I don't know why that's done that. Okay, let's go to the Mama Kaz's response. It is on YouTube, guys. This might be innocent.
was trying to source the lashes. I was like, all hours in the clashes.
All right, okay, let's go into Mama Kaz then. Which one is it?
Too. And I definitely think you both are absolutely disgusting people, that you said that you wanted to destroy me, and this is your way of doing it. Using someone that is at the lowest part of their life to assist you in your takedown of me. And now for me to receive death threats, for me to straight after that live, for people telling me they want to unalive me, for people hearing someone's way of feeling and jumping on me. I admit I did pull back in that friendship. Thank you, Barker. Thank you, Barker. I appreciate you, Barker. Thank you. I admit I did pull back in that friendship. Hearing she was terminally ill really did affect me. I should have maybe supported her more going through that. But someone that I deemed as family and a sister, I didn't really know how to deal with it, really. That's the God's honest truth. I didn't really, and I know you're not going to sit and go, oh, she's crying, oh, it's fake. I don't give two fucks anymore what you think. If I show emotion, I'm the worst person on TikTok. If I don't show emotion, I don't care, all right? All you guys have done this week, all right, is try and destroy one person. That's what you've tried to do, because what else are you going to get out of this? If you're not going to come and directly do me any damage, what is it that you want? It's not spreading awareness. It's creating a campaign for people to hate me. That's all it is. And like you said at the end of that live, to strip away my support. And to make people worried for supporting me on the back of the way someone else has felt. Now, like I've said, I am not going to sit...
I'm not going to go into it, so we're just going to play one more video here. Let me just find it. It's not playing, that one. Oh, I don't know why this one's not even playing.
Being dragged, and it's not been easy for me still sticking by her because I'm a loyal motherfucking bitch.
There's that Miss Red. Miss Red apparently has walked away from Mama Kaz
these past couple of weeks, but I'm a friend. I'm a real fucking friend, so I will do that. Now, some of you forget with the whole situation of the exposing of Zach. You know, Gracie come alive and did say that it was her that sent them images. Now, I could have run along with that, right? Miss Red was ready to come alive and say, look, guys, I sent them messages, right? I took it upon myself, okay, with standing, you know, on fucking business with my chest, okay, to sit there and go, look, Miss Red, I want to let you know something. It actually wasn't you. This is what happened. And I took sole responsibility for that situation to protect one person. So it is really, really sad that Miss Red has walked away from our friendship. I just want to congratulate half of you guys that was waiting for that to happen. Got nothing bad to say about the woman. I wish you nothing but the best. I still love you an awful amount. And I personally think you did that today because you knew that this is what these people are going to plan to do. So it was better for you to walk away from me, because you wouldn't have had to face the backlash of having your friends back. Even though I've had your back, even though I've been there for you, all right? And I feel extremely let down and disappointed because I risked half my platform supporting that woman. I've got nothing more to say, really.
So Mama Kaz, so Miss Red's walked away. So no one's true friends. Yeah, no one's true friends. But I do feel that, you know, if you're a true friend with somebody, 100% what you just said, you wouldn't walk away, all right? No matter what, you'd stand with that person. That's just my opinion on it. I watch the YouTube, right? And I'm not going to play it all because it's like an hour and a half, right? But this is a woman who, you know, she has cancer. She's terminally ill. And she's come out because she has fallen out of Mama Kaz. Her last straw was her going into hospital, and when she came out of the hospital, when she was in a coma, she came out of the hospital. Mama Kaz didn't ask if she was okay. She was more interested in the business. So that was the last straw for her. She said that she put Mama Kaz first for this is 3 years, I think she said. She was doing a lot for Mama Kaz. And she said she felt that Mama Kaz was manipulating her. Constantly kind of controlling her in some ways, and, very needy, calling her all the time, messaging her all the time, she needs this, she needs that, and blah, 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 and so on and so on. And she said that Mama Kaz had SH'd also. Is that light in there? But I feel that has been a little bit twisted. I don't think she did SH to get her attention or for her to do something for her. I think because if you watch the YouTube when she said that her mother, Mama Kaz's mother, actually said she's done it many times, just take no notice of her. Maybe she does like attention. Do you get what I'm saying? But I don't think she's done it to be manipulative in regards to Sophie. That's just my opinion. I also think, I know that they do have a lot of receipts of harassment and all of this that they said that they have. I don't feel, I think they probably should have showed it because, there was no receipts. To me it was a woman's story. I do feel that that this Sophie is very hurt from the fallout of the relationship, the friendship that they had. And it's one story. You get what I'm saying? And I unfortunately, people look at people, and unfortunately she does have cancer. And I do have a lot of sympathy for that, because I do have that in my family, and I've lost people through cancer. And I think it does pull on people's heartstrings. You get what I'm saying? I do think she probably wasn't a nice friend. She probably wasn't. She probably should have supported her and asked if she's okay. She probably didn't do any of that. But I don't know if it's that deep. Yeah. Sophie said she put Mama Kaz first before her children. I do feel you have choices. You get what I'm saying? And the fact that I think, it's... I didn't bring this to the app. It's a very difficult one for me because obviously, the lady is terminally sick. I think, Kaz was probably a CUN to her. She probably did manipulate her. She probably did all of that. I just think she was a shitty friend. You know what I mean? But whether there's more to it, I don't know. I think that, like I said, when you have, she's got an illness, terminally ill, and, now that they're falling out, she regrets supporting her that much when she didn't put her children first. And unfortunately, I know harsh as it may sound, that was her choice to do that. I don't think anyone can manipulate you in that way where you do put that other person first and not your children. I do feel that this Sophie could be very hurt and upset because of the friendship has fallen out, and some other things I didn't understand as to why Sophie brought up Papa Dean, and their relationship. This sun's in my eyes, man. Let me go the other way. Wait a sec, guys. Yeah, I don't understand why she, and I kind of felt like, my kids come before my next birth. Exactly. And I don't understand why she did all, why she didn't put her children first, and why it took her 3 years, and now that they've fallen out, for her to come forward with all this stuff, I do believe some of the things were probably twisted, I do. The Papa Dean situation when she said that was a very toxic relationship, I don't think there was any need to bring in her private life, with Papa Dean. I don't think there's any need for her to do that. I just see it as a friendship that's fallen out, and where, she maybe did manipulate her a bit. A lot of people do manipulate on the app, and she probably did manipulate her. And, I think the sad thing of it for most people is because this woman has cancer. So I do feel she's vulnerable. She is vulnerable because she has cancer, right? Yes, but not mentally vulnerable. Okay. So I think people need to kind of take away certain bits of it. Okay. Now, if she wasn't sick, you'd probably be looking at it in a very different way, in a different light. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so like I said, I just see someone just wanting to, that's just fallen out with somebody, and that has, yeah, she probably was manipulated. She probably did get to do a lot of things. She was a shitty friend, you know? I don't know if there's anything more to it. And this is one side, this is one person. I thought there was going to be receipts of conversations between her and Mama Kaz. That's what I was kind of expecting, because people said there was solid evidence. That's not solid evidence. That's one person's story. Okay. And then I don't know who the other lady is. I don't know if she's another mod, but she did say shame on anybody who gifts Mama Kaz and who battles Mama Kaz and who views Mama Kaz, because of, all the things that she's done. You got to also remember, once somebody falls out, people sing like a canary. It all comes out, right? You know what I mean? I don't feel anyone could be really, like she kept saying, she kept messaging her, calling her and all this kind of stuff as well. I don't feel, she could have just told her to stop. She could have said, listen, just leave me alone. There's a lot of things that she could have said. You get what I'm saying? It's point scoring. I feel that way, yeah. Maybe there was a bit of control, but, maybe there was a bit of control. But, you can tell someone, listen, stop texting me, stop calling me. I've got to put my kids first. You get what I'm saying? I don't feel it's fair to be blaming Mother Kaz for not putting your children first. That's on that person, and that's my opinion, And in regards to Mama Kaz's mental health, I think she does have mental health. She does play on it. She does, want attention. She probably does crave attention. A lot of people do with mental health. And she probably thought, but I don't feel that's another reason to be blaming Mama Kaz either. I don't think she's done it to manipulate or getting told. I'm not getting told at all. Even how many times have I been, someone has said to me, there's receipts, and I've gone and looked at them. This is not receipts. You get what I'm saying? So if there's receipts, that's brilliant. And I will have another opinion after when I see the receipts regarding it. And then my opinion might change. I'm only going by what I saw on YouTube. Okay. And now I see a one woman's story. I don't see any receipts. I don't see anything. I see what she was saying as Mama Kaz. She felt she was manipulated. No one has that power to manipulate someone and not to spend, and to putting them first before their children. Okay, and that is my opinion on it. Can't see any receipts. Mama Kaz never committed a crime other than being a bad friend, not such a good friend. Oh, thank you. Mama Kaz. 100%. 100%. And that's just how I see it. And guys, I know you're not going to like it, but that, it's one woman's story to me. Thank you for the roses, Suzanne. See, people look too much into things, do you know what I mean? And they don't go by receipts. I'm really disappointed in you. All stay disappointed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it last night, and yeah, I personally, with the whole thing, I would have liked to see the receipts as well, because they do say to us there's always two sides to it, and we do, for what they do have.
Yeah.
But if they've released that now, that's fine. We can have a better look at it. But can I just ask anybody this question, right? So, over all the stuff that does actually happen,
yeah.
Do you think that, and I'm not just on this case, the mods that are there and in the background, do you think now, because they see sinking ships, that they're now jumping out to quickly because they know that something's going to happen? But also, do we not slightly hold some of these mods accountable, because for the whole time that they've been with these creators, that they've hurt these other creators? Should we not hold them accountable as well, because they've enabled these creators to do what they've done?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Definitely. Sorry, I'm a little bit lost with what you said, to be honest.
No, well, what I'm basically saying is if you've got a creator that's caused a lot of trouble to other people, and then we find out these mods are then saying, oh, well, look, I've got this, this, and this. But at the time, they were quite happy to destroy other creators and break them down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. What do you mean? Are you talking about mods, or are you talking about...
Yes, mods.
What, breaking down what hosts?
Angie, do you hold your mods accountable for things that you've done in the past?
No.
No, exactly. I don't think the mods have any say over how somebody else behaves.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Sometimes you have one mod come out, and then you have a lot of other mods coming out about it. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like a kind of like domino effect. Listen, I'm not saying none of that didn't happen. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I just heard one story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I haven't died. And and it is hearsay, and I think there's a few things that probably shouldn't have been mentioned about Mama Kaz, about the SH and her partner.
Correct. I think you're doing a really good job in bringing this forward and having your own opinion and not being swayed by everybody else.
No, yeah, exactly. And like I said, I think, people are, the reason why people are so upset is because, we have a woman that unfortunately does have, terminal illness.
Morning, everyone.
Yeah, a lot of people look at that. A lot of people are looking at and not looking at the whole picture.
Can I just quickly, just as Top Girl's come up, because she does quite a few moddings.
She's in the box.
So, right, Top Girl, if you see, let me put it clearer this way. If you see something that another creator was doing in your chat groups behind the scenes, would you straight away come forward and say, I don't like that, I don't agree with that, I'm going to out it straight away?
I'd call it out. Like, how many times has everybody seen me argue with Angie on her own live and say, I don't agree with what you're doing. What the fuck are you doing? Every single day, me and Angie have disagreements. Yes or no, Angie? Right.
Yeah, all the time.
So
I can never manipulate Top Girl. I wish I could.
Angie, but can I just have my say on Mama Kaz?
Yes.
I think Mama Kaz is a wrong'un, an absolute wrong'un. I feel like you can be manipulated by anyone at any age, especially this lady has cancer in her brain, which she's obviously not thinking straight as it is. She's just been told she's gonna leave her children and not be there for her children. So you can be manipulated. Mama Kaz is an absolute cunt. How about that? And Zach, big up you.
You can be
pulling it out.
No, the whole point of manipulation, Angie.
She's a manipulator. She manipulates everybody on the app. She manipulated Miss Red.
Guys. Yeah, you can be manipulated, obviously, of course you can. But I'm just saying, I think some things could have been might have been a little bit twisted. I don't think, I think you have choices in life. And if you're putting someone before your children and you're blaming the other person for that, I think that's wrong.
How many times have children been taken away from their parents because they've chosen an abusive ex-boyfriend and stuff like that? It happens. It's manipulation, Angie.
No, we're talking about TikTok. I just don't buy that. I'm sorry.
That's just how many people have been manipulated on TikTok for gifts and stuff like that. You can't say it's not happened and it won't happen and it's not doable.
Top Girl, we're not talking about an ex-partner. We're not talking about husband.
Can I just say quickly, because I'll drop down. I just want to say this. The whole thing with manipulation, the whole concept of manipulation is that you are being manipulated and you don't know that you're being manipulated. That is the definition of manipulation.
Exactly.
So how can anyone sit there and say, oh, no one can be manipulated, no one can do this, no one can do that, because the whole concept of manipulation
I'll tell you my issue here, right? It's because when Sophie mentioned Mother Kaz's mental health, I think that's the way she is. Her mother even said, Kaz's mother even said, this is what she does, right? So she wasn't doing it towards Sophie to get attention or for her to do things for her. I think that's how it was twisted, because I think a lot of people got that impression.
No, she absolutely outright manipulated
One
her.
sec, one sec. I feel that Mother Kaz has done that before, right? Her mother said. So I don't think she was doing things like SH to get attention or for what's the name, Soph to help her.
She was crying every day saying, I'm getting abused by my partner. That's manipulation at its finest.
I don't feel she should have mentioned the SH or her partner, saying how it was toxic, because that's manipulation just right there. Just there, mentioning someone's partner that has nothing to do with the situation you're talking about is manipulation just there. Because, yeah, it was a toxic relationship. We don't need to know that. Why do we need to know about Papa Dean?
Exactly, so she manipulated all the viewers.
Exactly, you said it yourself there, Angie. Why do we need to know about Papa Dean? Because it was manipulation. And the other thing that I do want to say is when people keep saying, sorry, can I just speak? When people keep saying, oh, it's just a platform, these are real life emotions. So it could just be a platform. Of course it is. It is just a platform. You turn it off, you get on with your life. But at the same time, real emotions, real feelings are involved in this just a platform. Do you understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Mama Kaz absolutely outright manipulated this person. Anyone can be manipulated. You could be the most strong-minded person. You could be anyone in the world and still be manipulated.
Okay, fine. Right, yes, I get what you're saying. But there's, to be manipulated and to not, spending as much time with your children, I think that's your choice. You have choices, okay? It's TikTok. I think that is twisted. When she's mentioned the Papa Dean, how toxic it was, there was no need to mention that. And on my eyes, that could be manipulation in itself. Do you know what I mean? Because why would you bring someone's private life in? There's no need for that. Same with the SH, Mama Kaz's mental health. There's no need to bring that in because there's no manipulation.
You brought it onto the episode.
That's how Mama Kaz felt with her mental health in regards to SH. That's how she felt. Her mother even said she does this all the time. So it wasn't that she's just suddenly met Soph and she's decided to SH all the time to get,
I think her mum might have been saying she does it all the time as in an attention thing, like she does this, all the time for attention. Mama Kaz is a wrong un. All she does is abuse people on this app. I agree with Top Girl completely, 110%. For the first time ever, I agree with you, Top Girl. But Mama Kaz is a wrong un. Look at...
Can I also say another problem for me is there was no receipts. You got one woman's story, and you're sitting here saying, "Yep, she did this. Yep, she did that. Yep, she manipulated." How do you know with no receipts? I expected to see receipts from like maybe a phone call. Not saying that she should have put that up there, but like a call from both of them or a message.
There's very much a pattern here, though, Angie.
That so. You wanting me to say, oh my God, this woman was manipulated. She did, when I didn't actually see any receipts. When I also know, I'm sorry, but there's no family, parents in my family, right? But no one manipulates you into when they're constantly calling you, messaging you. You just say, can you stop, leave me alone, okay? Or
no, that's not how it is.
I don't hear what you say. You don't stop seeing your children less because of someone on TikTok.
That's when you have been manipulated. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. So real life and TikTok life are two totally different things. But when it comes to emotions with it, people can't necessarily separate that. And when you have been manipulated, you do things that you wouldn't normally do, okay? When you are manipulated, you think a different way, you act a different way, you don't see clearly because you are manipulated. Now, this is what I'm trying to express to you. When someone is manipulated, okay, they have been manipulated, so they're not in a clear space of mind because their vision is what that person wants it to be, not reality.
And everyone's saying this.
And I get that.
The whole concept of manipulation.
I felt that there was just they're falling out because it was a bad friendship, and I feel that Sophie is very hurt that maybe Kaz hadn't supported her as she was hoping for, and maybe she was a horrible friend, as in she should have supported her, asked if she was okay, not thought about herself, 100%. And I feel that's I've got that she was just very hurt that. She didn't have that. She didn't feel that way, and and all of that.
Ange, I've just got one question. I listened to it this morning, and apparently there are receipts of it, but they're going to show them later.
And you know what? And then
apparently there are receipts, but they're not going to show them yet.
My opinion might change and say, "Oh my gosh, well, yes." And I'm entitled to have my opinion here because I'm only going by what I heard.
I just thought I'd let you know, just in case.
Of course she is, Tanya.
Sorry?
I was talking to somebody in the comments, sorry.
Yeah, I agree as well, Lord. 100%. Now, I'm going to drop down
only here
because
gifting because Angie's defending her. I'm not being horrible to Ange, but that is the only reason Kaz is here.
she's a
Gifting.
leech. That
Yeah,
thing is a
100%.
leech. And I'm
And
going to
she
drop down
uses the
now. I am
whole
going
trans movement. If
quickly
anybody
point
says
out-
anything,
Lord Chuckles,
you're
I think as well.
transphobic.
What I heard one story. I didn't see receipts. I didn't see anything. I just heard a woman talk.
There's a lot on YouTube on The Observer. I was
Can I just
watching it
say
this
as well,
morning.
Andy, I think all this time she's manipulated, misread with about her mental health and everything,
100%.
but misread not to talk about her.
Keep her
to
friend so
manipulate
she don't
everyone
say anything
inside.
bad.
I think she's
You
used
know
her.
what though? People always say that I'm manipulated, and and EQ got in the box yesterday and goes, "No one can manipulate Angie," and they cannot. I cannot be a manipulator. But everyone keeps saying that I am by certain creators as well. And I'm like, what are they watching?
But then people that can be manipulated have more chance of being vulnerable. Now, I am going to drop down now. I just want to say, MK, you're a dirty, vile beast. That's what you are. And I can't wait for you to get what's coming to you because you are an absolute disgusting excuse of a human being. And I hope you walk on Lego and stump your toe for the rest of your life, you dirty, rotten piece of fucking shit.
Go on,
Go fuck
love.
yourself.
Go on, girl.
I'm going to drop in a minute. What has Mama Kaz done for that kind of response? What has she done?
Angie has been there for years and years and years.
Okay, maybe there was a bit of manipulation. She was a shitty friend. She's known her for a few years and that. But I didn't see... Yes, she did a lot for her. This is a woman that done a lot for her. That was her choice. And now she's screaming manipulation because she feels she should have spent that time with the children. And she didn't. She spent her time, helping Mama Kaz. But that was her choice to do that. I don't think you can be manipulated into doing things for people by somebody on TikTok.
Can I just say something? Because I'm going to drop in a minute.
It's really unfair. Thank you, facts. Yes, it's very unfair. Yeah, to say, oh my God, it's like me doing something for you, Top Girl. Yeah, I've done this for Top Girl, that, blah, 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 blah. I've done all these things, and then we fall out and me coming out. She manipulated me. I did this for her, did that for her. Did you get what I'm saying?
The thing is, though, with Mama Kaz, it's not the first time something bad has come out about her. She's actually a wrong un. She's done so much on this app, and people forget. And just because she cries for 2 hours live on goes on like a bit. I can't stand.
I'm not a fan of Mama Kaz at all. I've got children.
I'm only going by that video. I mean, what?
I've got kids, and if I was going to kid, I wouldn't allow an app.
Zara is here. Do you want Zara in the box?
Zara? Who's Zara?
I think it was one of her mods.
Zara,
the lady that was doing the interview last night.
Oh, okay, yeah. She's quite welcome to request a
I'm going to drop. I just wanted to quickly say, also, just look at her character, the way she attacks other people from the community she apparently is from. She's not a nice person. But
what I'd heard, and I just feel it is.
No, you're entitled to your opinion. I just think if you watch The Observers with it,
it's like someone comes and on about you, and says and I'm like,
oh no, I know you're fair. You like to see proof. I get that. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to drop anyway because I'm at work.
All right then, Lord Chuckles. Thank you for the sub. Put some in the box.
I don't think it's the first time, and I don't think if she stays on this app, I don't think it's the last time. I'll be. Oh, sorry.
And people are saying that there's receipts on No Face's Instagram if you want to look at it on your phone.
What bothered me also is when I think was it the lady that went live last night and said, "Shame on you that for anyone that gifts her and battles her." I come on TikTok as an individual. You know what I mean? I will gift who I want to gift, and if I want to gift Mama Kaz, I will. You get what I'm saying? And no one tells me what to do. That's control. Do you know what I mean? So, if you're going to talk about manipulation, then, talk about control of people always telling people on here who they can and can't gift and who they can and cannot battle or who they can and not be friends with. You know what I mean?
No, I honestly, you think you've not been manipulated on this app, but I think on some occasions, like I could say to you, Angie, yes, you have, and this is the reason why I think it. And then you might disagree.
Why who? With who? Why?
Probably Alex, and yesterday by Cockapoo.
No.
But that's what I mean. It's a difference of opinion. You think not, but somebody looking from outside.
Right, who knows me very well, right? She does hit, when I say she knows what I'm like, right? And she did hit the nail on the head last night, okay? And she did. She said Angie can never be manipulated, and I can't. Do you think I'm silly when I know when someone's
Angie? It's not about being silly. It's
no, I know
you don't realise it's happening.
I'm telling you, this is what I'm trying to say. You think someone's been manipulated, so this is what you're seeing, right? Okay, I'm telling you, I'm not silly. When someone says I want to do something on my platform like Cockapoo, I know what that's about, yeah, because I get the views. Yeah, I'm not silly. Alex, the situation, I know what Alex was doing. I'm not silly. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, but the thing is, remember when you said, I'm not going to talk about you, this is not, I'm just making a reference on it. But I think, Mama Kaz, guys, I think she's very much a manipulator. She manipulates the whole app. She manipulated money for people right at the beginning because of transition when it's never happened. Nobody's ever seen it. She's manipulated it when she was acting a victim about DV. I think she manipulated, misread all through the friendship, so misread, didn't speak about it, and now she's manipulating vulnerable people who don't have a lot of time on this world, who are going to leave 2 children, and I think she's an absolute weirdo.
Fair play, top girl. And I'm coming in my back up because I'm live, but I just wanted to say, because I can see Mama Kaz was here at the top, but she seems to have skedaddled out as soon as I come in. You vile fucking piece of shit. I hope you get the worst karma coming to you, you dirty little wrong'un.
Can I ask you something, No Face? Do you not feel like it's, because it is one side, is she gone? I was going to say it's one woman's story.
Top girl, I completely agree with you, right? But do you not think people have to start taking accountability as well for their own actions on this app sometimes?
I totally agree with you. They do, but when you are being manipulated, you don't know you're being manipulated.
Yeah, I get that. Outside of that, and it's not directly at that situation, but in general, I think there's a lot of people that do this and really don't take accountability for gifting, and there's a lot being pushed back on, like Ange to say, and other big creators like Zach the Brat, you need to take care of your gifters, you need to do this. And actually we're all grown ass adults, aren't we? At some element we can take accountability. As humans, we know what's right and wrong,
No, No Face has his opinion, maybe because he's got these receipts. I've not seen the receipts. Like yourself, Hayley, and I'll say it again. If somebody came on here, you fell out with them, right, and you were friends with them for years, and they're saying da-da-da about you, you'll probably be sitting there saying, oh my God, this is twisted, or this is not true. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? We don't know what bits is true, what
Ange manipulates me because she wants me to send alliance.
I think it's about mutual respect, genuine respect that humans should have, respect for one another. And when you don't have respect for someone, and you are...
Sorry, I don't mean to mute you, but I want to make this clear, right? I'm just saying, guys, I've not seen any receipts or anything like that. All I'm saying is I've seen a story of one woman that's come out, was friends with someone for 3 years, I think. They're falling out. Now she's saying this and that, da-da-da. I see a woman that has been hurt from their friendship. You know what I mean? Maybe Mama Kaz was a shitty friend. She was horrible. She should have supported her more and asked how she was. That I do totally get. Manipulation-wise, maybe she was slightly manipulated, but I think some people can actually exaggerate that manipulation also. So it could have even been exaggerated. We just don't know. And I'm not hating on her either. She's she does have cancer and things. And listen, I've gone through that with my family. But like I said, that's one side. Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe No Face has seen the receipts, which I'm going to have a look at now if I can while I'm live. If not, I'll have to have another opinion after I've seen the receipts. Do you know what I mean? But so do you see what I'm saying, Hayley?
Completely. And I get it. And this is not. It's not just for that.
That's not true, or that bit's not true, or it's your choice. That you put me before your children, and this is probably what you're thinking, right? And then you got everyone shouting out manipulation without
it's hard because you can look at the facts, but you're never going to know the full truth. of what happens on this app and what conversations people have.
I'm not saying Sophie, but someone could, you know, where it's like you fall out with someone and I've done this to them. I've had people say to me that I've fallen out with, I gave you money. I get not money, gifts. And this is how you treat me. I've had people people say that to me. Oh, you're so manipulative, Angie. I'm like, what? Because I've fallen out with you. Do you want a refund?
Hey, Angie, I just want to say something directed at you. I do respect the fact that you always want to see receipts of things. That's one thing I will say. You don't let your personal feelings or emotions get involved in that sense when you initially want to see receipts. I respect that from you. That's one thing I will say. But what I have to say as well, there's a huge pattern here. Not only that, but I keep using the word manipulation because I can't express enough. The meaning of that means that everything's a smokescreen. And unless you have been truly manipulated, you don't understand, like people that are in relationships that are manipulated for so long. And this is a different aspect of manipulation. But my point here is...
my question is, how do you know she's being manipulated?
Her actions are...
Because I know, this is not towards Sophie, okay, but I know that some people come out where, I've done it with my ex. When we've broken up, right, was in with him 7 years, and I've done quite a lot for him, you know, gotten this, done this. Next minute, I was going, oh my God, that, you know, I've done that for him, I've done this for him, I've done that for him, I've been manipulated. Do you get what I mean?
Okay, but this is someone, I think everyone's forgetting, this is someone that's manipulated someone. Oh, Mama Kaz is back. Hi, Mama Kaz. This is someone that's manipulated someone's goodwill, someone that actually classed him as a friend. Now, like she stated, it was one-sided. Now, you can easily sit there and say, oh, do you know what? I haven't seen the receipts. It's fine, because when you do see the receipts, Ange, I'm sure you will change your mind. But the fact of the matter is, she knew what she was doing. And the fact that this woman is incredibly vulnerable.
Yeah, but how do you know it was manipulation and not just someone that decided... Wait a minute, one second. How do you know it's manipulation instead of it just being someone that just wanted to do something for this host? And she was just
when you play on someone's emotions and their weaknesses, and when you see that someone is doing something for you and then you dismiss their feelings and their life and what's going on in their life and how they're
ready to run again, Mama Kaz, you weasel.
When you dismiss all that and only focus on yourself and don't give a shit what's happening with anyone else, and all you want is to take, and you use your emotions, your tears.
That's a horrible friend though, right?
Sorry?
That could be just a shitty friend.
No, it's called manipulation. Ange, come on. It's called manipulation, and I will not keep saying this. When you are being manipulated, you don't...
Because you want something out of them. You pretend that your mental health isn't good because you want them to do something for you, for example. That's manipulation.
Angie, how do you feel on people... How do you feel on people mocking people's mental health? Where do you stand on that?
I think a lot of people have mocked my mental health, so I don't...
exactly that, and Mama Kaz being one of them within the messages. Just go over to my Instagram and have a look, Angie. When you was at your worst, when you was crying your eyes out on your live, and she screenshotted it and put it into her WhatsApp group and was laughing at you about it.
I can't get into my Instagram at the moment on this goddamn phone, but I'll have to look.
This is what I'm saying. Do not think that this girl... She's trying to hold on to you now.
I'm not. All I'm saying is I just saw one woman's story, you know, and I do think...
I've seen messages about multiple people. This person does not look at people as people. She looks at them as her income. She said that, yeah? She's quite clear. They were her words, yeah? Papa Dean asked her to drop somebody, and she said in the chat, he wants me to drop these people, but they're my income. What the fuck?
In fact, they're my friends. I don't want to stop communicating with them.
I don't know, no face. Would I drop my biggest gifter? Probably not. Is that manipulation?
But would you class? So you look at your biggest gifter as your income, do you?
No, I don't look at
That's what I'm saying. I know you don't, Ange, but that's what I'm saying. She does.
If it was an agency
in a game,
agency, they know grace. They would definitely say to you, make sure you share your lives to that biggest gifter. That's manipulation as well, isn't it?
Ange, can you rise Zara, please?
Sorry.
Yeah, Zara. Yeah, rise Zara, please, Angie.
But
I still see you're in there. You ain't run away this time, Mama Kaz, you vile piece of shit. But don't worry, this will keep continuing to go on. It will go on for days and days and days.
I bet you don't know, Face. She's going to go on live after Angie and say, everyone's bullying me. What am I
but don't forget to put your fight song on. Don't forget to put your fight song on before you put the tears on.
Exactly.
Yeah, and don't forget to say you've been bullied by everyone today.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Can you hear me well?
Yeah.
But Angie, come on, Angie. Right, I know you don't know me and I don't know you, but let me tell you, I have seen every bastard receipt that you would need to see. Now, why the fuck should Sophie need to prove it with receipts? Piss off. Come on, we're not doing this. We're not victim shaming here. Come on. I'm talking. Let me talk. Right, I've come on yesterday and she's broke her fucking heart opening it up. This has been going on for months. I'm coming with receipts and I've got receipts. The reason why we didn't bring receipts yesterday is because we kept it classy and it was about Sophie's story. Let me tell you, it's not just about Sophie. I'm a credible fucking woman who's on this app to help people. I've done some silly shit, supported the wrong people. I've come here, I've stayed off the app for a while and I've been watching, right? And I'll tell you something, everything that Sophie's gone through is fucking real because I've shed every single fucking tear with her over the last 6 months at least. She came to me absolutely broken. Are you telling me she's made that up, Angie? Is that
no, I'm not saying she's made it up, but she could be upset because she's actually lost.
I'm telling you, Angie, I'm telling you,
done a lot for a woman.
I'm telling you, I've put my life on fucking hold to give this woman therapy and help her morally, ethically, financially, mentally, in every single way. And the reason why I'm talking for her is because she is weak in her health and her mental health, because that's what Kaz has done to her. Now, I know Kaz really well because me and Kaz have got history. Kaz doxed me when I was gifting CLA. She doxed me again last night. She's jealous because she wants my fucking money and she's had a vendetta against Zach. When she has seen me and Sophie being taken under the wing of Zach, where that's our safe haven because we've been fucked over on the app as gifters over and over again, she's got a little bit spicy and she doesn't like it. That little performance that you guys saw, littered with lies, and I will happily debunk every single one of them because I've got credibility. So let's not all sit here because Sophie's watching. Sophie's watching this. And I don't come in boxes. I don't come in boxes.
Yeah, well, don't sit there and manipulate me, love. Don't sit there and manipulate me into
exactly. You're just doing exactly the same now.
Because I tell you, Zara, that like I said, yes, Mama Kaz has had her say. Sophie's had her say. So all I hear is her say. She said, she said.
Angie, I thought you couldn't get manipulated.
That's how I.
Exactly, Angie. I thought you can be manipulated, and also I don't feel like you can have an opinion until you go see the receipts. Okay, so you. As far as I'm concerned,
I'm only going by the opinion on that video I saw on YouTube, and that's all.
Please let me finish.
And all I hear is hearsay as a woman's talking about her story that could be hurt, that a relationship friendship has broken down.
Don't mute me. You
okay? But currently,
don't be rude, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Currently, you are just defending Mama Kaz right now. Okay,
she's not defending. Hold on.
Sorry,
she's not defending.
I'm angry. I'm angry. I'm allowed to be.
You're allowed to be. Yes.
Thank you.
You shouldn't come on this. Look, at the end of the day, what she did say was when she first came on here, she said she's going from the conversation of what she's seen so far. At that time, there was no receipt. She didn't see any receipt. She has continuously
She doesn't need to see receipts.
The reason
What sort of world are we living in where you have to prove that you've been emotional?
Okay, I'll tell you what, Zara. I'll sit here and tell a story, shall I? And let's hope the whole TikTok believe me. With no receipts, I'll just sit here talking about a story, and then you can have talk about, I don't know, Hayley, for example, and then Hayley can go on her live, and then you can tell me who you want to believe. With no
I think Zara's just upset because she's had to go through this whole process as a friend as well. Okay, so I think you need to bear that in mind. And when I say that you are defending someone, when you make excuses for someone, that's an element of defence. Okay,
I'm not defending someone.
What I suggest, and you do, is go and look at the receipts and then have an opinion. Stop going around the houses going.
Thank you.
Go look at the receipts.
I'm sorry, guys.
And then
I'm angry. I'm sorry.
But I will do.
I apologise for screaming and shouting, and I'm sorry, but Angie's winding me up this morning because Sophie's really fucking upset. This is why victims and people don't come forward. Because of these box lives.
Get out of my box. You're not going to manipulate me, Zara.
Fuck off, Angie. Fuck off.
In my family, right? So don't sit there and manipulate me saying that Sophie's really upset and this is why victims don't come forward. Okay? Victims do come forward. But unfortunately, you've got to have receipts, right? It's social media at the end of the day. You brought us to social media. I've had an opinion. I'm going to stand by my opinion where I feel that certain things shouldn't have come in, like Mama Kaz's mental health and her Papa Dean shouldn't have really entered it. I just saw someone that's hurt at the fact they have both fallen out. I feel someone that's very hurt by it, and now she's complaining about all the things she's done for Mama Kaz. Yeah, maybe Mama Kaz did manipulate her. I don't care what anyone says. You don't get manipulated into spending more time with someone on TikTok than your children, and that is my opinion.
That's the whole process of manipulation because it's a smokescreen. Now, and what I strongly suggest,
not on someone on TikTok.
No, what I strongly suggest is you go and look at the evidence, you go look at the receipts, and then you can voice your opinion, okay? Because you cannot hold alive and voice your opinion when you've not seen both sides.
Of course I can. I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. Of course I can.
Only then can you have an opinion.
Listen, I had my opinion just on what I saw on YouTube.
But you had your opinion on one side. When you see the receipts and look at both sides.
I'm not having someone sit there saying, oh, someone's upset and manipulating me and by saying this is why victims don't come forward. When we're meant to be on social media, we're meant to just believe hearsay. We're meant to just believe what people say.
Yes, and you know what? That wouldn't have happened and that wouldn't have been said if you go look at the receipts first. Okay?
Well, no, I'm going, like I said, my opinion's on what I saw on YouTube.
You need to look at the receipts.
Okay. But
and then have an opinion.
I'm not going to sit here with someone in the box pulling on people's heartstrings by talking about this is why victims don't come forward.
That would not have come up. Zara would not have said that if you just looked at the receipts before jumping on live.
We need receipts in life. Without receipts,
they're there waiting for you to go and have a fucking look at.
Lulu.
You decided to fire up a live without looking at receipts.
Guys,
listen, Lulu, I've just told you I've gone by that video of what she said, and that's it. That's what I've gone by.
The receipts are there, so look at the receipts first.
Oh, Lulu, you changed your tune. Have you not changed your tune? Bye.
Anyway, what I was trying to say, I don't think Zara's being rude. I think she's just passionate on her cause for her friend. And I feel like you're being passionate towards MK, which is, you can do that. Do you know what I mean? But just let's not disrespect each other.
What I'm saying is, we don't need, listen, I can understand this lady is not well, right? I get that. But I think that's what people are looking at. They based it on that. You know what I mean? Just take it away for a second. You know what I mean? We've got she said, he said. At this moment, and I will look at the receipts, and then I'll probably come back and think, oh my God, yes, my opinion's changed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all you need to say. Once you've seen the receipts, then make a maybe unbiased opinion, because at the moment I feel like you're being very biased towards
No, I'm not being biased. I'm having my opinion. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I'm just going by what I saw, what I heard. You know what I mean? I just felt like somebody was more upset about a friendship that, that's no longer there anymore. And that now is saying about how much you'd done for that person. Like I would, like my ex, when we broke up, I was going on about how much, I'd done for him. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I just feel like, why, 1 minute. Let me ask.
Top girl. Just
I'm talking to you. Why is...
I would like to, if I'm going to come in your box, Angie, I would like to have my say, because everyone has been able to speak, and like you've just said, there are two sides to every story. First, I want to say, Angie, you've got zero reasons to defend me. I've said some horrible things about you in the past, and we've gone back and forth with a lot of different situations. I don't speak to you, Angie, so I'm just going to come in here and say I appreciate for you, obviously, coming with an unbiased opinion. Now, what I am going to sit here and say is, I've not once out of all of this sat here and invalidated the way Sophie has felt, okay? It's a shock to me, just as it is to everyone else, because during this friendship, the way I felt, it wasn't one-sided, okay? Just as much as she's helped me, I've also been there. I paid $2,500 to help her for treatments with what she was going through. I was there as not just a friend, as someone that I classed as a sister. And like I said, I can't sit here and, tell someone how they should or shouldn't have felt during a friendship. I can hold my hands up and I can sit here and say, I'm sorry that she felt this way, but I was completely unaware. At any point during that friendship, Sophie could have walked away. Now, Zara has come on here with Zach and done this, okay, because a year ago, she was the person that asked me to expose Zach, all right, which I showed yesterday, which is the reason for the feud between me and Zach till now. Now, as Zara said yesterday, this is a way for her to strip me from any support on the app, okay, because like she said, she will ruin me, and she said this on a phone call to me. So this is her way of doing it. Now, like I said, I wish nothing but love towards Sophie. She deserves no one to send her any hate. But for you lot to sit here and call me a wrong 'un, for you lot to sit here and call me a beast, okay? I'm not a pedo. I've never been, done anything in that sort of way. All right, I woke up today with numerous death threats. Now, anyone can come on this app and tell their side and their story. You lot are sitting there and talking about receipts. What receipts are receivable of a mod chat? You're showing mod chats where we was all involved in. Now, Angie, I've sent you the screenshots because it's another lie that's been said about I've spoken about you. Now, this mod chat wasn't a mod chat that I created. It was just a mod chat that I had to share my life to. You was shared in there, Angie, but not by myself, by someone else. And I've never, ever said anything bad about you in any mod chat. Now, all I can say again is that I'm sorry that she felt this way, but I never intended her to feel this way during our friendship. She did help me heavily. Now, I don't sit here and hold tabs in a friendship on how much one person helps another person, all right? I helped her in my ways and she helped me in hers. I did rely on her heavily. I could have maybe done things better in that friendship to maybe be there more. When I found out she, had cancer, my way of dealing with it was sort of desensitizing myself to the situation because it was the first time I've ever had a friend that's gone through something like that. Now, all I can do is apologize for that. I never lacked showing support to her. I supported her as much as she supported me. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't a one-sided friendship where just one person helped me. I think it's a calculated attack. I think it's a perfect opportunity. This has also resulted into me and Miss Red now no longer being friends, all right, which also happened yesterday, in occurrence to that exposure, in the evening. So this is very, very well calculated. And I was the last one standing by Miss Red. And if no one can see that this was to obviously make her drop another friendship and to ultimately destroy me, like what Zara said, okay, then what else can I say? I take accountability and I can apologize for someone feeling that way. And I love this person with all my heart, all right? And that's all I can sit here and say, okay? You guys are talking about receipts. You're talking about mod chats. There is no valuable evidence, okay, with what this person is saying. And unfortunately, due to what this person is going to and her vulnerability, whatever I fucking say, you guys want blood. So it's true what Angie said. Due to what this person is going through and how sad it is, I have no leg to...
Mama Kaz, you need to stop.
...to fight my corner. No, I won't stop, Nikki.
You need to stop because you need to admit to being a shitty friend.
I've said that, and I've just said that. I've just said I could have been a better friend. I'm fucking 23 years old. I've got a whole life of friendships ahead of me to learn from. No one's making excuses. But what we're not going to do is have a man that can't even show his face come on and sit here and call me a wrong 'un, all right? And throw around that people are beasts, okay? Because I ain't no
Can I
beast,
ask you something?
and I'm not no wrong 'un, all right?
Can
if
I
I
ask
was a
you
wrong 'un and
something?
if I was a beast, I would not be sitting up here in boxes because I have zero to hide, okay? In my opinion, I think it's
can I ask you
extremely...
something?
I'm talking, Carla, sweetheart. In my opinion, I think it's extremely triggering and unfair to bring a woman, me knowing in a friendship of nearly 3 years of how vulnerable she is, to a platform, okay? To use her and weaponize her as a tool to assist them in my takedown, all right? End of, okay? Angie,
Why
I
did
rate
you
you and
say
respect
last
you
night?
regardless for coming from an unbiased opinion because
Why did you say last
you
night?
do need receipts. You do need receipts to back things up.
You don't
And
let anyone else speak.
if you're gonna come with receipts from a moderator chat that we was all once in, then that's not viable. All I can sit here and say is I apologize.
Can I ask you something?
Go on, Carla. You can.
Why did you say last night, though, about when you were talking about her cancer, she doesn't realise how I feel that she's got cancer. I've never dealt with about this before. That's your feelings don't come into it. If someone's
Of course
dealing
it does,
with
Carla.
cancer,
Of course
no, it
your
doesn't.
friends.
No,
Of
it
course,
doesn't.
can I
Because you know
finish
how you
speaking?
are. I don't
Carla,
blame
can
you
I
as a
finish
woman.
speaking?
You're a
You've just
fucking
said
oxygen
something.
thief.
You just said something, so I will respond. I will respond, okay? I have never, ever, in my 23 years, been in a friendship where a friend has gone through something like that. So, of course, your friends, the way they react to things comes into things. I found it extremely difficult. No one's sitting there and devaluing what she's going through and everything, okay? I cannot even begin to imagine what that woman is going through, okay? Because I was her friend and I found it hard. But I'm only human. I found it extremely hard having a friend that was terminally ill. I found it extremely difficult because it was new to me and very hard for me. Yes, maybe I could have been there more, okay? But me having to know that my friend was going through this at the time, I found extremely difficult, okay? Of course, Zach was attached to this. Of course, Zara was attached to this because it was another opportunity to take me down. They tried it with these 2 other mods that walked away from me. Now, at any point, these people could have walked away. No one was emotionally manipulated, okay? No one was coerced, okay? I financially helped this person. Maybe not as much as she helped me, but in my means necessary, all right? I moved into my flat that I'm in now. I moved in with not a cooker, with nowhere to sleep, with anything, because all I saved was $2,500, and without even a thought, I sent it over for her treatment, okay? I sent food to her home. I would buy her kids things. I tried and whether I could within that friendship to help her. But what you guys are doing is you're listening to a one-sided story and you're dragging one person down of a one-sided story. Your receipts are from a moderator chat that we was all in.
Mama Kaz, can I just ask you a question because it was spoke about before? Did Papa Dean tell you to drop someone and you put in the comments or something that they were your income?
I'm going to be very, very honest now, okay? I'm not going to sit here and shy away from things, okay? These 2 people, Ronnie and Kyle, at the time, they were my biggest gifters, supporters, okay? So with what they were sending, there was essentially, okay, with their gifts and income because it was coming through every single week. I can sit here and say the choicing of words and what I used was wrong, okay? And I apologize for saying that. That is wrong of me. But essentially, the fact that they were sending me gifts every single week, gifts equals money. Money is an income. So it's a wrong choicing of words. I apologize for that. All right. There were people that were sending and showing me support every single week. All right.
What's your question, Mama Kaz? Were you harassing her in any way? Where she felt like she needed support?
Angie, if you class someone as a sister, okay, yeah, and they've asked you to step up in a friendship and asked you to be more responsive, if you call messaging someone harassing, all right, then that's what you want to call it. This was no other way of me checking up on my friend or me being there. Now, Zara was very cleverly come forward and used very, very extravagant words, coercive control, manipulation, narcissism. And she ended it off in, whoever I see support Mama Kaz on this app, she should be stripped from her support, because that's essentially what this is all about. Who the fuck do you think you are? What, because you've got money, darling? Because you've got money, okay? You think you can come around and sit here and tell people who they can and can't support because you want 0 people to support me.
I mean, can I just remind everyone, you know, when you are getting messages, you know, you can block someone on WhatsApp. You know, you can block someone on...
I am being, you know, like I said, Angie, last night, right, with whatever people want to sit and say, my best friend's sitting with me, I've been friends with her for nearly 7 years, okay? She can sit there and tell you how devastated I was having a friend go in and out of these treatments, all right? I was at the lowest point in my life, on top of dealing with mental health as well. It was as difficult for me and new for me that it would be for anyone else going through that. I can sit here and say, I'm not going to sit here and devalue the way she felt. I can only apologize, but I had no intention or no malice towards this person or in any way, shape or form did I want her to feel that way. And I had no realization during that friendship, and she was a very vocal woman, for her to turn around and tell me, Kaz, I feel like this. Kaz, you need to be like this, all right? There was no, you know, at any point her saying that to me. And what we're going to sit here and say, no, she couldn't speak, she never had a voice. Yeah, she did have a voice. She did. All right.
Mama Kaz, I have to say
Mama Kaz, I've put
something.
Zach in the box. Oh, I've put the wrong person in.
Mama Kaz, can I just say something? Last year, I nursed my husband
You sit there and say, you sit there.
No, we're gonna let someone speak first, Zach, because someone will speak.
Kaz,
So you
don't
can shut
talk
your
all
mouth.
over me, yeah?
You can
I wanna
shut your
say
mouth.
something.
We can let Nikki speak because you're in no
Oh, you
place.
absolute
You're
rotter.
in
Shut
no
up
place,
for
shape,
1
or
minute.
form, Zach, to come in here, okay, and try and
No,
sit
you
here and
listen
act
to
like
me.
you're
Listen
you've
to
got
me.
that you've
Angie,
got
can you mute
fucking
her
gold
quickly?
shining out your eye because you're a very
Angie,
calculated
mute her.
person.
Mute her.
All right, and 90% of your victims has been silenced due to who you are on the app. So there's many people that you have coerced and
Course there
controlled
is.
and
Course there
silenced.
is.
All right, you're in
Course
no
there is,
position
Kaz.
on
Course
this app,
there is.
Zach, to
Course
come on
there
here and
is.
vouch for anyone. So, like
I'm
I
a better
said, all
content
right,
creator than
run
you,
with your
sweetheart.
support at the moment because your time's coming, just like it was a year ago. So you continue because this is exactly
No,
what
all
you
that
want.
Mama Kaz, you said
Right?
you were saying
Like that
reflection of what you
woman
were
that
doing.
you took $2.5 grand from, okay, and told her to be quiet, all right, and she wanted to want to lie of herself, but you silenced her in your
Oh, here she goes. You only know
and just like
about 2%
Michelle,
of the
Zach,
story. You're
just
gonna make
like
yourself
Michelle
look
that
very
was
silly.
terminally ill and had zero money that you kept taking and taking and taking
Yeah,
from till she
yeah.
had nothing. So you are
Yeah.
in no place, shape or form to come in here and vouch
Do
for
you know
no
what,
one.
Kaz? You don't
And
know
you should feel
anything.
ashamed of yourself, actually,
Kaz,
that
so
you've
did
latched
you
yourself
because
onto
of a
Sophie as
picture
a
of
vulnerable
Andy has been
woman.
shared on
All right?
Instagram.
All right, that you latched yourself onto a vulnerable woman, another vulnerable lady you've latched yourself on with to do your dirty work. Because what you are is a little rat. You
You
are the
sent a
definition of a
picture when
pussy.
Andy
All
was
right.
at a
So I would
vulnerable, Mama
focus on your little
Kaz.
gastric bypass, sweetheart, and hope that goes well. And sit there in your little hospital bed.
Well, yeah, I
This
can
is what
reply
you
you if
wanted.
you want, hun.
You want me to have no support, and you want to be the best thing on the app, all right? Because a year ago you got exposed. So this is what you want to do now. You're no match to me, Zach. I'm not afraid
Oh, I'll be
of
speaking
you.
about that.
Can you
Everyone
get
will
Mama
100%
Kaz some
definitely hear
black and
about
reply?
that.
Because it's only fair Zach
I've
has
got nothing to hide, Kaz. I've got nothing to hide.